why scaling up feels scary, and why your brain rejects bigger position sizes. Have you ever noticed that scaling up in trading, which should be this exciting, celebratory moment, is actually terrifying for most traders? I mean, the second you increase your position size, it's like a switch flips. Suddenly, your heart is pounding, your mind is racing, and all that patience you had just evaporates. The fear just cranks up to 11. Those perfect setups you were taking with ease at a small size now feel absolutely impossible with a bigger position. You just freeze. This fear isn't a sign that you're a bad trader or that you lack skill. Not at all. It comes from the emotional weight you attach to that larger size. Think about it. With a small size, you feel safe, right? You feel neutral. You're detached enough to just follow your plan without overthinking it. But the moment you add more size, everything feels critically important. Every single tick matters. Every move the market makes feels personal, like it's aimed directly at you. The market suddenly seems sharper, faster, and way more threatening. It's the same market, but your perception of it has completely changed. So why does this happen? Well, your brain resists scaling because it equates bigger size with bigger danger. It's a survival instinct. Even if your percentage risk is technically the same, say, you're still risking 1% of your account. The raw dollar amount is larger, and your brain latches onto that. The emotional size feels drastically different. Your mind shifts its focus from the market structure and your trading plan to the money. And the second money becomes the primary focus. Fear jumps into the driver's seat and takes control. This fear isn't just in your head. It triggers real physical responses. You might feel a tightness in your chest. Your hands might clench the mouse, and you'll notice your breathing becomes shallow and quick. Your entire nervous system goes into a state of high alert, becoming hypersensitive to every little fluctuation. In that state, you're not trading the market anymore. You're trading your own emotions. You're reacting to your fear, not to the price action. You start making decisions you would never make when you're calm cutting winners too soon, holding losers too long, or hesitating on perfect entries. It's a self-sabotaging cycle driven by your own biology. Another major reason scaling is so scary is something called identity conflict. When you're trading small, you feel like yourself. You're comfortable. But when you increase your size, you can start to feel like an imposter. It's like you're stepping into shoes that are way too big for you, pretending to be a big-time trader when you don't feel like one inside. This disconnect between your current identity and the action you're retaking creates a huge amount of internal friction, and that friction completely disrupts your ability to execute your plan clearly. You're fighting yourself just as much as you're fighting the market. This imposter syndrome is often tied to a deeper issue, a lack of emotional trust in yourself. Be honest, if you don't fully trust yourself to cut a loss quickly and without hesitation at a small size, why would you trust yourself at a large size? You wouldn't, and your nervous system knows this. It's smarter than you think. It understands that a bigger position size means bigger consequences if you fail to act correctly. Because your trust in your own discipline is shaky, your fear gets amplified. Your brain is essentially screaming, "Warning! We are not prepared for this level of risk." Abort. It's a protective mechanism, but it holds you back from growth. So, how do we get past this? The secret isn't just to throw more money at the market and hope for the best. To scale successfully, you have to scale your identity first. You must evolve into the type of trader who follows their rules instinctively, not forcefully. The type of trader who cuts losses without a second thought because it's just part of the process. The type of trader who doesn't panic when the market moves against them for a few ticks. You see, scaling isn't just a financial adjustment. It's a deep emotional and psychological one. You have to become the person who can handle that size before you actually trade it. The safest and most effective way to scale is to do it gradually. so gradually that your emotional system barely even notices the change. Don't jump from trading one contract to 10. Go from 1 to 2. Stay there until trading 2 feels just as normal and boring as trading 1 did. Then maybe you go to 3. Increase your size in such small increments that you give your nervous system time to adapt. Let your confidence stabilize at each new level. Let your trust in yourself deepen with every trade you execute correctly. Remember, scaling is not a race to the finish line. It's a slow and steady calibration of your mind, your emotions, and your actions. Imagine for a moment what it would feel like to scale without that gut-wrenching fear. Imagine taking trades with a much bigger size, but feeling that same calm, neutral detachment you feel with your smallest size. Imagine trusting your rules so completely that you execute flawlessly, no matter how many shares or contracts you have on the line. This isn't a fantasy. It's what happens when you scale your psychology alongside your position size. It's about building a foundation of emotional resilience. When your emotional system is robust, you stop seeing bigger size as a threat and start seeing it as a natural progression of your skill. To achieve this, you need to focus on the process, not the profits. When you're at your small, comfortable size, practice impeccable discipline. Track your emotional state. Did you hesitate? Did you feel greedy? Did you feel fearful? Journal about it. The goal is to get to a point where your execution is automatic and unemotional at the small size. Once you've proven to yourself, over and over again, that you can be trusted to follow your plan, your brain will have the evidence it needs to feel safe when you slowly start to increase your size. You're essentially retraining your nervous system, teaching it that you are in control, not your fear. Scaling is a journey of self-discovery. It reveals all your hidden weaknesses and emotional triggers. Instead of seeing this as a negative, view it as an opportunity. The fear of scaling is a signal. It's telling you where you need to grow, not just as a trader, but as a person. It's pointing to the areas where you lack trust, discipline, or emotional regulation. By working on these things, you're not just becoming a better trader. You're becoming a more resilient and self-aware individual. So the next time you feel that fear creep in as you think about scaling up, don't push it away. Acknowledge it. Understand where it's coming from. It's your brain trying to protect you. Thank it for the warning, and then show it, through slow, deliberate, and disciplined action, that you've got this. Scale your identity, build that self-trust, and calibrate your nervous system. That is the true path to scaling your trading account sustainably and without the emotional turmoil. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on trading psychology. Thanks for watching today. See you in the next video.